Hey guys, welcome to my video. Today I will be reviewing episode 9 of WandaVision. As usual, spoiler alert for this episode pretty much, and really the whole show, so if you don't want spoilers for WandaVision, then don't watch this video. But if you don't care about spoilers, or if you've already seen WandaVision, then feel free to watch this video if you want to. Overall, I thought this was a pretty good conclusion to the series. I mean, I think this was the series finale, but who knows. Many talks, and they might make a season 2 if this had really good ratings, but I hope they don't. I feel like this was, overall, a pretty good conclusion, and I don't think they have to add anything more to it. So first off, I just want to say that I'm going to try not to talk too much about WandaVision as a whole in this video. I'll save that for another video later on. But I just want to say that this weekly release model that Disney Plus is doing, not just for WandaVision, but just in general, is genius. I'm going to make a whole video about that later down the road, but this model is so good because it, keeps interest in the show. Because look at something like Cobra Kai, that released all at once, and it was popular, but the hype kind of went down. And with WandaVision, the hype stayed up and it kept building up, which I think made this really good. Just from a business standpoint, that is genius. I thought that the White Vision and Normal Vision deciding to unite or whatever thing was really nice. It was much different than Ultron and Vision, which was a nice parallel. It kind of looks back to where Vision originally started and now what happened, and I think that was really cool. It was really good to see Vision actually fight too, because he's really weak in a lot of the MCU movies, so it's nice to actually see him do something and be useful. Because that's a big complaint everyone has, oh, Vision's bad at fighting with stuff, even though he has I think it's a Mind Stone. So yeah, he was cool in this, and I like that. I also love the fight between Agatha and Wanda. I wanted Agatha to lose so badly because of what she did to Sparky, so I'm glad she got what she finally deserves. The fight was really good too. I always liked it when there's a whole power draining trope. It's actually a really common trope. I see that a lot, but it always keeps things interesting, and I liked it. Jimmy Woo is secretly probably one of my favorite characters in the entire MCU. Well, I guess it isn't a secret anymore since they just said it. But yeah, I love seeing him in Ant-Man, and he had some great moments here. Also, even though I'm still not a huge fan of Darcy, she had a really good moment. It was cool. I feel like everyone who we saw a lot in WandaVision had a nice moment in this episode, even though with Darcy it was only a few seconds, and with Monica it wasn't too much either, but it was still good, and it was a nice conclusion to those arcs that we've had here. I like how a lot of plot points in general here are just wrapped up really nicely after this. Sure, we don't know where the other Vision went, or what's going on with the book from Doctor Strange and stuff like that. I feel like that's just setting up for more content, but most of the stuff that's introduced in WandaVision was more or less concluded in WandaVision as well. Think of stuff like Agatha or Agnes. They were introduced here, and I feel like Agatha will come back eventually, but that plot line was concluded here too. There weren't many cliffhangers unless if you watch the post-credit scenes, but I like that. I feel like it's kind of a series that had a great ending, and I hope they don't make another season to it. Even though I was just saying how I liked how stuff wrapped up nicely, I wish there was some more dramatic ending. The only stuff that we really lost was stuff that was made in the hex, like Wanda's kids, and nothing really on the outside. I'm not saying everyone should have died, but I think it should have been a little more impactful. And it's very impactful to Wanda's character, which I'm sure will impact the rest of the MCU from here on out, but I just wish it was a little bit different, but I'm still happy with what we got. Also, they really hyped up a big cameo for the ending. Both Wanda's actor and Vision's actor hyped it up in interviews and stuff, which was a little bit disappointing because it turned out just to be the White Vision, which was just the same actor. So I wasn't too happy about that, but I did it. The fans can control the series, but I kind of thought Doctor Strange would show up, but it's fine that they didn't, I guess. Yeah, just as a whole, I wish this finale took more risks. This was a really risky show at the beginning because it was in black and white, and I wish it ended that way. Well, not in black and white, but I wish it ended with more risk, too. It isn't the end of a world that it wasn't a huge conclusion, and I liked how it kind of set up things for new content, but I just wish it was a little bit more. Honestly, my least favorite thing about this episode was the lack of any real risk. Even though nothing was for sure, you should be able to tell that Wanda wasn't gonna die because she's in a Doctor Strange movie, and that her kids most likely would come back even though they did disappear. They're most likely gonna come back because they're so important in the MCU comics, and I'm sure they'll be in the movies. There just wasn't much risk, and it was much more predictable than I thought it would be. And I was disappointed because I thought this would really subvert my expectations, but it was what I expected. And short, it wasn't awful. Like, I liked it. What I expected was good, but I thought it'd be a little bit different. And I know that sounds weird to say I expected something, but then I expected it to be different. Because I thought this would really subvert my expectations, and it didn't really. But in my head, I just kept telling myself that nothing bad is actually going to happen to the main characters because Disney needs some money and to keep the story going. And sure, like I said, Wanda and Vision's kids are gone, but I have a feeling they're going to be back, and I feel like Vision's going to be back too because of the whole White Vision thing. And this makes the finale much less of a conclusion and more of just an introduction to new content, which I am not a huge fan of. Finally, as usual, the credits are getting their honorary spot here. They're just too long. There are 2 post-credit scenes though, which was awesome, but there is still no reason for the credits to be this ridiculously long. I mean, come on, it's not that hard to fix, because like I always say, they have the credits in a bunch of languages, and that's just unnecessary. Anyways, I like this episode of WandaVision. I'm really sad that it's over though, but it had a nice ending. Also, just so you guys know, I'll be ranking every WandaVision episode soon, like I did with my Hamilton video a while back if you saw that. It's gonna be weird because I don't know what I'm gonna review on Saturdays anymore, because every Saturday I've been making a WandaVision review, so I hope you guys liked watching these videos if you did, and it was kind of like a journey for me, honestly, making these videos. So now, I guess I'll go back to just reviewing movies on Saturday. I might do Falcon and Winter Soldier, but I'm not sure. It definitely was kind of hard making a full video on just an episode of a show, so I might do that, I might not. I'll think about that one, but thank you for watching these videos if you did, and thank you for watching this video. But yeah, overall, I liked this episode of WandaVision, and like I said, I'll make a full WandaVision series review soon and ranking every episode. That'll be all in one video. But this episode did the rest of the series justice. I rate it a 9.7 out of 10. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video because it would really mean a lot. Make sure to tell me if there are any movies or shows you'd like to see me review next, and I will see you in the next video.